Simma, who got the keys to me? I've got the keys to the M2 competition. Welcome back to Need for Speed Heat. We haven't done this car yet. I know. Can you believe it? In fact, I've not built this car, I believe, at all. I think on 2015 we may have owned it, but I don't remember doing a video on it. Basically, either way, it's the competition and not the normal. Completely different car. Completely different. I'm looking forward to building this up today because there's a few things I want to specifically do to this car. If I'm completely honest with you, it's my favorite BMW. The BMW produced in a while, other than the Supra. But the cool thing about this is it does come with a manual box. And so it's always on my list because of that. It's always on my list. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the shop and get it popping. I want to see this thing transformed into a beautiful, beautiful piece of machinery.
New whip? I like it.
I mean, I do too. That's kind of why we've got it. So, we've got a bunch of the stuff we can do. I do want to see what engines can we swap into this car. Of course, we've got the standard inline 6 3-liter, which, to be honest, like, I'm surprised that the Supra didn't use this exact engine layout and have an option for a manual as well. But it does turn out that they are apparently doing a more powerful version of it, which is kind of annoying. We're still time away from it, but carrying on. We got a V8. We got a flat 12, inline 6, another V8. We've got some ridiculous engines to throw into something so small. I say small. It's actually quite a big car. If I was going to get a BMW other than the Soup, I can't say that. I'm bullying myself. I would very much get one of these, I think. Unless we're talking older, then it's clearly the 1M. Like, why would you get this over the 1? Are you stupid? A little bit of work later, this is the result. An almost 10, quad 10, 400 plus BMW that sounds like this. It hits the rev limiter so bloody quickly. I gotta hope that there's some visual parts that we can change that make it even nicer. The thing is, I am not a huge fan of the BMW sound. The modern BMW, just normal whooshy sound, it's very raspy if you start to remove the exhaust components. So luckily, we can swap the engines in this game. And of course, even as a standard, the whooshness, the kind of vacuumy sound that these cars have, they actually sound pretty decent. So we've got some Speed Hunters wide body parts that we can throw on. We can go for a clean wide body. You know, for the sake, we haven't done one in a while, we're going to go for the bolt-on lock. Bit of bolt-on for I don't know why I was going around to that side, assuming that, oh yes, so for some reason it won't be on that side. It's not quite how it works. Let's go to the rear arches. Hopefully they got to the bolt-on as well. Yes. Look at that bolt-on look. It looks super nice. Now, for the rear lights, we can probably black those out a little bit, make them look a little bit more spicy. As for the wing, we got the tiniest little PP you ever seen in your life. Oh, it's just making it a different color. So that's the PP it comes with. It gets a little bit bigger of the PP. We have a very big PP. We can have this drag-looking thing. We can have this huge wing at the back. I think the best-looking one is probably the AR Performance wing right here. It just looks super cool. I wish there was a chassis mount for this. Why even give me a rear bumper option if I can't change the bloody thing? And diffusers, we can go from a little bit of carbon to a bit more pointy. A ridiculous amount of pointy, but no carbon. Are you joking? You're making me choose between carbon and pointy. Exhaust-wise, I already liked it as it was. But we're going to see what we've got available. Of course, oh my god. Yeah, that's super nice. You know what? I really don't like the old bumper on the M2 competition with the black grille there. Looks super cool as is. We can go for, is this a carbon? I think it makes it carbon. At least it makes it shiny. I quite like that indeed. And for the hoods, we've got some. And I'm going to put one on because that adds a little bit more spice to the machine. Other than that, we've got a splitter. I like the splitters that kind of follow the lines of the car, so that's exactly what we're going to go for. And do we have any canards? I mean, it's hardly bloody canard. It's performance. It works. It's technically canards. So go through these liveries, and although some of them are actually quite a cool idea and cool concept, it's kind of difficult for me to really attach to any of these. I think my favorites are probably this yellow color here. Looks super cool, but the blue of the M2, it's the color, and I'm not seeing many of them. This is the first one I've actually seen. Yeah, I think it's this color that we're going to go. I don't have any slots left. Oh, you know what? I can get it better myself, actually. I'm going to do it myself. I'm a big boy. I can actually change it myself. Just, you know, I need a bit darker. We got the brushed metal look, which looks super hot. I think I'm going to go with the brushed metal. And we're going to go to the exhaust. And, of course, we changed the engine, so the raspiness isn't really going to be there. Go for aggressive. Oh, yeah. That's more like it. I'm going to do it in nighttime because I really want to see how this is going to reflect some of the city lights and stuff. Because look at this blue in the dark. This, you know, this is a bit too much for me. This is normally not even anywhere near. I would not touch this with a barge pole, this type of paint at nighttime. But I want to see those reflections. I want the 2015 style reflections to return to my game. Although gearing was a bit odd there. So I'm hoping and praying that this car drives well. We drove it. The only time I think I've made content on this car on Need for Speed myself personally is, I say, maybe the Let's Play of Need for Speed 2015. But the last time we actually did touch it on Need for Speed was Need for Speed Payback, and I wasn't the one to drive it. Matthew was. We did the Euro versus America, and I chose something a little bit more beefy and red. It was Matthew chooses a blue boy. Yeah, I'm going to say I'm quite impressed so far. It does still sound very BMW, so I like the engine swap choice we went with, but the engine is so much bigger at the same time, which is perfect. It's what you want. We've doubled the bloody engine in size. We got more turbos. I don't even know, to be honest with you. I can't remember which we decided to, but look at the lighting as we fly through here. This is a cool paint. This is a very cool play. I don't want to repair that yet. So without further ado, I think it makes sense to throw this into an event. We need to find something that's going to properly test the mobility of the speed and power. Oh yeah, this, the run. Mate, don't do me like that. The run needs a remaster. We already spoke about this. The lighting looks so good. The back shot there, the shots like this, the up close shots, I think those are the best. On the back side, the front side just looks like the blue light is reflecting. But of course, it's because the pink light is showing here, we can kind of see the blue actually being the blue. Look at the Focus RS there. So this is an interesting car. It's very tall, which is kind of odd. I would always, as I say, I would go for a 1M, a 135i over this. I would go for the 1M or the 1 Series 135i over this. There's something about it. I appreciate that there's a manual option. I don't even know if there's still a manual option. I'm not sure. But I've heard it's not that great, okay? I would say I'm actually picking up speed pretty well here, and I'm so glad we got the big boy boost as well. We ain't got no little boy boost today. I'm not... Ooh. Turning's not great at the speeds there. That's okay. We forgive you. We forgive you. No problemo. You're still a very good-looking car. Granted, every single car is getting big today. There's not much we can do about it. There's a few cars that are actually quite small. The Supra is actually quite a small car. So why is this a big deal to me? The problem I had with my Lexus was it was huge. I couldn't fit in multi-story car parks. I had to search on Google Maps before I drove anywhere to make sure I could fit. And to be honest with you, this ain't far off that, and it's a much smaller engine. So it's just like I can't justify it in a way. So that's why I prefer the 1 Series. I do wish the 1 Series it wasn't just hatches anymore. If you have seen, the 1 Series is now just hatches, and like it makes sense. It's a natural progression. But damn man, I want the tiny coupes back. Give me the little boy coupes. Just one more. Just one more. Stop doing this, BMW. Look at the size of this thing. It's super tall. It's new car life. I'm going to say I'm not hugely impressed, because a lot of the mid-range, low-end cars that you upgrade, you feel some immense speed with them, but this doesn't actually seem to be picking up greatly. So in terms of power, this and the V10 after it are about matched in terms of how much power you can get. This is the most powerful engine you can put in it next to the V10 that we could run from the Viper. I think the V10 would have been maybe a better option, but I do the V10 quite a lot. I've done the V10 on bloody most cars that I do high power. Oh my god! It just doesn't feel like a 400 plus 10 car. It just feels a little bit lower than that. Feels like we're about 350. You're gonna chase me or what? Come on, mate. Please don't tell me they did that. God, I was worried for a second I'd murdered that policeman. I just tapped you, mate, and you lost half your health. Nah, mate. I'm gonna do some skids and get away from you. Do they call the police call them dash cams? I guess they would call it. No, they call it. They have body cams. They must have dash cams. I mean, they do, but do they call them? That's my question. You didn't listen to what I said. Stop already typing in the comments. No, you know that's not what I was talking about. I was just talking about that's not what they call it. Well, I call it like big and cam. Oh my god, you're doing a big jump. Lose the police in about 5 seconds. Oh, yeah. I would have died. That would be death. That would be death. I'm gonna die. Oh my god. This is BS. Why did it spawn me back on this side? I was clearly on the other side. Ah! Can we make it away from? Of course we can. Come on. What do you think I am? What do you think I am, Matthew? God. Escaped. Where's the garage? It's just round the corner, mate. Just round the corner. Easy. I'm so fly. I'm so fly. Yeah, I nearly died, but now I'm out alive on the other side. G, that's me. Pantsman G. Wow. Thanks so much for watching this video. There's the BMW M2. Let me know, do you like the M2? Is it one of your favorite recent BMWs? It's definitely one of my favorite recent BMWs, but I don't know if I would purchase one with my own money. Though, to be fair, they are coming down in price. It would be a good car for a lady friend. Anyway, be sure to smash like, subscribe if you're not. See you next video. Till next time. Peace.